What's going on, Imperials? It's Emperor Cubone here, and it is that time of year again where the amazing PokeTuber BirdKeeper Toby has started up his Once to Battle challenge. I was actually expecting it, in December in 2019, but it's in 2020 this time to start off the new year, and I want to first thank FireAlly for tagging me into this. I regret to say that I haven't heard of you before, but that's what's so cool about this Battle Tag series is that you can get introduced to people that you've never even heard of before. The same thing happened last year where I got to learn about people that I didn't know were in the space. But as always, there's several questions involved in this, and the first one is, why did you choose your YouTube name? And obviously the channel name that I've chosen is Emperor Cubone. Well, firstly, the Emperor part comes from my favorite Pokemon of all time, Empoleon. And obviously Cubone is from a Cubone. Now, I didn't want it to be Empoleon Cubone because that's like one of those Poke Fusion generator things, and it would just be Empoleon's face on a Cubone body or something like that. And that's not what I was going for. So I just took the Emperor part of Empoleon's name and used that as the title for the Cubone. Cubone's always been one of my favorite base stage Pokemon, and so I thought that that would be a good way to balance it out. Number 2 is, what is your favorite Pokemon game? And I think still to this day my favorite Pokemon game is probably Soul Silver. It's the one I played the most, the one I played the most times. Not the most time I have on one file, because I keep restarting it and playing over again with brand new teams of Pokemon that I've never used before. And it lets me train up Pokemon that I wouldn't have otherwise. Like, I used an Apom for a whole playthrough, just an Apom. I didn't even evolve it, and now it's at level 100. I mean, when else would you get a level 100 Apom except for playing Soul Silver for the 10th time? I just love how the Pokemon can follow you, and I like the Johto and Kanto story stretching across so you get more bang for your buck that way. I didn't have the original versions despite being alive at the time, so I don't have as heavy nostalgia for those original versions, and so I like the remakes better. So to me, Soul Silver is my favorite Pokemon game. The third question is, what is your favorite evil team? And that's a little bit more difficult. Obviously not Team Flare. I don't think they're that great. I've seen other people say the fake teams that they've made up, so I guess my answer would be the Order of Antiquity, since that was the evil team that I created for my 100th episode. But outside of that, for real evil teams in the game, I suppose I'll say Team Magma, not because I like them the best, but because Team Aqua is clearly evil, and there is too much water, and they want to make more water, and so we have to stop them. So if I had to join one, I would join Magma because their cause is righteous. Number 4 is, what should your viewers expect from you in this year? That's a really good question. I'm more the same, obviously, but I do think maybe that I would like to do this a bit more, have more face cam with the style that other people do, but obviously I'm going to keep doing the regular style that I've been doing since the start of the channel. But I kind of like this setup where I can just talk into the camera and we can have other things flying by and other animations and things, but I don't know, maybe for more kind of relaxed videos, we'll do this sort of setup. And of course, I did start a second channel, but that has nothing to do with Emperor Cubone. That's just me talking about anything but Pokemon. And really, that's just so I can vent and blow off steam, so I can talk about Star Wars or Marvels or Lord of the Rings, or because I do have other interests. And so I don't want to get burnt out on Pokemon, and so I made that channel to just talk about whatever I wanted. And so maybe expect more on that channel, because I do plan on being more active on there this year than I was last year, so hopefully we'll be able to do that. Number 5 is, why did you start this channel? And I don't want to talk about this too much and be sort of a downer, but back before I started this channel, my life was, kind of going back and forth. I wasn't really sure what way it was going. I was having a rough time both professionally and personally, and didn't really know what to do next. I had already finished my grad school. Hi, I have a master's degree in business, by the way. But I was at a job, and then, other things happened, and my family suggested that I maybe start YouTubing as a hobby. just so that I'll have something to do, some consistency or something in my life. And so I started doing it as a hobby. We got like 100 subscribers in the first 6 months maybe, and then by a year we had over 4,000 subscribers, and then it just keeps growing more and more every day. But yeah, so that's another reason why I chose Cubone in the name, is because at the time I felt kind of isolated and like I wasn't able to connect with anybody really, and so I channeled that loneliness into the channel, no pun intended. But I mean, that's a goal for the channel, is that no one would have to feel that lonely like a Cubone or anything. So hopefully we've done that. Hopefully the community of comments and likes and other things are helpful to people. I know I see lots of people commenting regularly on the videos, and I very much appreciate that and all the support and everything. Number 6 is name someone that is the same size or smaller than you that you think people might enjoy. And odds are that if you're watching this, you've seen some of his work, but I enjoy PokeDan. If I'm honest, he reminds me a lot of myself. His videos seem the same kinds of styles as mine sometimes, and we're often on the same wavelength, whether we plan to or not, because sometimes I'll think of an idea, and then like 3 days later, PokeDan will publish a fully produced video on the topic, and I just think, well, I'll get to that later, I guess, since I don't want to look like I'm copying him. So he's smaller than me, but about the same quality as me, and honestly I'm kind of jealous sometimes because his videos look very great. So check him out if you want someone that's kind of similar to me. I don't know if he'll appreciate me saying that or if he takes offense to that and doesn't think I do good work, but the 7th question leads into this, which isn't really a question, but it's tag 3 people to also do this Wants to Battle series. And so we will do that with PokeDan, who we were just talking about. I will also tag Pokemin, or Pokemon7, I guess, whichever one he's going by these days. I really love his work. He's great. I think John might be the only other PokeTuber out there that bothered to do the Build a Dex tag that I created. So thank you for doing me that solid there, bro. This is going to be our year. I feel it, 2020. We're going to get together. We're going to work on something great, and it's going to be fantastic. And while we're at it, we might as well tag Mystic Umbreon. I've always liked his work. He does solid work every time, and he makes all those great lists and things that can really help people out if they don't know where to start on playing a game. So that is the Wants to Battle series this year for BirdKeeper Toby. Obviously go check out Toby. He's one of the greats of the PokeTuber community, in my opinion. I have him listed on the side of my channel, not because I've ever met him, but just because I think people should go and check him out. It has nothing to do with me. I get no benefit from it. I just think he's that good that I promote him freely. So go check him out. Go check out everyone that we listed in this video, and check out all the other people in the playlist of the Wants to Battle series for 2020. Obviously there's no rush on it. It's a 2020 tag, so you have until the end of the year to finish it for all the people that I've tagged if you want. Or even you at home, just create one and tell Toby about it and he'll put it in his playlist. Anyway, what are your answers to all of these questions? Let me know that and more down in the comments. Also, be sure to leave a like, share this video, and subscribe so that you too can become an Imperial today. And we'll see you around next time.